Venatus Adventum, and the tale of the missing plot. Zack follows his new lead, and he runs into Takarov and Tiger Guy having a nappy nap time. He confronts them about the mask, saying they will be doomed if they go after it, because there's a key detail to its destruction that they do not yet understand. Takarov yells about how desperate him and Tiger Guy are, and how they're barely getting by. Makes a jab how Zack hardly even deserves his spot in the EMDA. Their bickering is interrupted by Danny DeVito's time stop. As time resumes, they look at Danny DeVito towering over them, having the Pikachu mask on his face. Tiger Guy escapes, while Takarov and Zack are beat more. Zack gives himself in, much to Takarov's confusion. Zack is possessed by Pikachu mask cliffhanger.
Breakdown, breakdown. Listen, breakdown, breakdown. Listen, breakdown, breakdown. Breakdown, breakdown.
Ben wakes up in the morning and receives a call from Gavin. Gavin says he will be in town, and that they should hang out. They do so. They're hanging out until they're interrupted by Tiger Guy bursting into Gavin's house. It begins to leave with the scarf until they all realize they know each other. Holy crap, we already read this part. Milky finally finishes his 12-month-long game of League of Legends. He scrolls Reddit and sees a post about a new League of Legends step-counting watch that he can use to earn in-game currency. He is absolutely smitten with the idea. Mother always told him he had to get more exercise. Milky instantly orders it and clicks the advanced delivery option. It is materialized in front of him. He gets up from his chair, startling Jimmy, and slaps his watch onto his wrist. He leaves to test it out. Ben and Gavin are confused. They realize that Tiger Guy is the owner of the scarf from episode 3. Tiger Guy is very emotionally frustrated and angry. He grabs Gavin's phone out of his hand and dials a mysterious number. A voice, voiced by none other than Mason Buckley, answers the phone. Yes, Buckley, director of the EMDA speaking. Tiger Guy roars. Buckley wants Takarov on the line. The language barrier makes things difficult, but Gavin and Ben are able to pick up on some context from things Buckley says. Tiger Guy angrily throws the phone, and it breaks. Tiger Guy lets out the biggest roar he's ever been seen with. He finds paper and a writing utensil in Gavin's house and uses it to draw Zack, Takarov, and a Pikachu mask. Gavin and Ben first react to the fact that Zack is drawn, and then ask if that's the mask mentioned in the call. Tiger Guy nods yes. Gavin and Ben realize these things must be connected somehow and ask Tiger Guy to take them to where they saw those things. They get there and see that Takarov and Zack are both gone. Gavin and Ben do some thinking and realize that they have interacted with that mask before, but it's fuzzy. They try and jog their own memories, but they just can't seem to until one of them mentions the Twilight Zone. Then things start to make sense. For them, and for Tiger Guy. They realize they can only get to the mask through the Twilight Zone. Tiger Guy is shown to be visibly flipping out. They try to brainstorm ways to get into the Twilight Zone. They bring up Milky, but they haven't seen him in forever and give up. Milky is shown, in another scene, to be walking in the background behind them. Eventually, the three of them figure out how to enter the Twilight Zone by watching TV. They all slump over in Gavin's father's living room and enter. Zack is shown wreaking havoc. Kills Kevin. Family Guy funny moments. What? Transitions to Milky, who is nearby, to the carnage. He runs into a recently rehabilitated bridge troll, but ignores him for his Teemo watch. Ben and Gavin are sitting on Ben's couch watching TV. Gavin goes, "Huh? What's going on?" Ben says, "We're watching TV, Gavin." Ben says, "What? Why are we at your house?" "We always hang out at my house." Gavin notices Tiger Guy. "Why is he here?" Tiger Guy goes, "Why am I here?" They all freak out because Tiger Guy can now talk. Tiger Guy explains plot things to them, and Takarov and Zack are being part of the MDA, and he now fully understands why the Pikachu mask evaded them for so long. Because it existed only within the Twilight Zone. He also explains why the Twilight Zone is different this time. They're aware they're there, so the fabric of reality is weak. Eventually, the three of them are just hanging out, and Ben accidentally activates his stand. Tiger Guy is very confused why Ben has one, and sort of explains to Ben what it is. He's convinced that it's only there because they are in the Twilight Zone. After a bit, a Pikachu appears, and Gavin and Ben adore it. It's so cute. Tiger Guy yells that they need to wake up, and they do. Zack has broken into Gavin's house, and the fight would begin. Ben tried to attack Zack with his stand, but it doesn't work. It doesn't affect him at all. They run again, and they conclude that the mask can only be fought in the Twilight Zone.